Hey everyone, welcome to episode 69 of the Star Wars Popcast. My name is Christopher.
My name's Patrick.
And I'm Lex.
And we had a pretty fulfilling week of Star Wars Funkos. So lots to talk about this episode. And later we do have a guest coming on, a fellow. I don't know, Patrick. Why don't you talk about our guest that we have coming on? Because he's kind of up your alley there.
All right, so we have a special guest, Yenyo One Kenobi, who is also a fellow toy photographer who has an active passion for Star Wars Funko Pops, and has been creating some really cool images. So one of the things I've been doing lately on my channel is daily just kind of going through, and if I see some really striking Star Wars Funko Pop images, I've been just sharing them in my stories for the day. And let me tell you, I've at least found one really striking image that is like, you gotta check this out. So it's been kind of fun to see the toy photography community kind of grow over the last few years, and more so there's such a smaller niche of people doing Star Wars Funko as opposed to like Black Series and vintage. So it's always really cool, and I try to be supportive of that community. So that's why when I saw this guy's images, I was like, oh, we got to have this guy on the show one of these days. Because and what's nice too, he keeps current. So it's either kind of with the current, series that's on or films that we get, or releases that we've gotten. So it's always kind of fun when you see that kind of currently, and someone's already gotten them out, ripping them out of the box, Chris, which you would like. But actually, putting them out there and making images with them.
I agree. Yeah. So that's awesome. Let's bring him on right now and let's have him talk about his photography and stuff.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce yourself and let people who are watching, let them know what you do and where they can follow you and all that stuff?
So my name is Jeniel Feliciano, and I go by Yenyo One Kenobi because Obi-Wan was my favorite character. I just mixed like my nickname from my real name and last name with Obi-Wan. And I'm on Instagram right now currently. I'm just having like a blast over there uploading my toy photography, which I am fairly new to photography. So it's a really good learning curve that I have so far.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, later we'll get into some images because we'll talk about your images and how you photograph them. And we do have a fellow pop photographer co-hosting with us, so we'll get his maybe some of his input, and maybe he'll ask you the hard-hitting questions, the photography questions. But
sounds great.
We have some news. Have you been following the Funko Pop news with like new releases and stuff that they've been announcing?
Yeah, I have. I'm always keeping an eye out to see what Funko decides to do.
Right. Yeah. We got a Clan Mandalorian. Hey, Brandon. He says, "Hey." Brandon just did the what was it? Your Bricks and Pops episode last week in there, Patrick.
Yes. So Brandon and I did our pilot episode last week, and our first actual official episode will be next Sunday. So
nice.
Stay tuned for that. We'll be doing a monthly recap of all the cool announcements and things that might be arriving in your mailboxes, and some rumors and stuff like that of things to come for the month of May, Lego and Funko Pop related. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Very cool. Nice mix of passions there. Peak Obi-Wan is in the house. He said hello, everyone. Hello there.
Hello.
So yeah, no, we have a lot of stuff to talk about this week. A lot of, like I said, very, very Funko filled week of stuff. So let's jump into our pop report.
Say that
expensive. Oh yeah, you ordered everything, didn't you? Well, we'll get into that. So let's talk about.
I bought a few items this week. Put it that way.
Yeah. The Mrs. Poptography hasn't been reeling you back in.
No, I think after just what I'm good for a little bit.
You're good for a little bit?
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm good. Mortgage is paid, yard work and landscaping getting done.
This is your
I'm
reward.
replacing the toilet today. Like after this,
There
I
you
got to
go.
with my neighbor, the plumber, replace the toilet. All that. So we're just going through the house and doing a lot of work. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm obviously gonna retain a little bit of cash always for my little Funko spending here and there, but I have allocated funds to home projects.
There you go.
So
There you
yeah,
go.
so this will probably be the last little bit for a little bit.
Yeah, until the Acolyte comes out, because that'll be coming out in a month, and hopefully we get some Funkos for that. So
I'm sure hoping.
yeah. Let's jump into our pop report.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
So we have some pops that are showing up at, what is it, Marshall's. So the shared sticker of the 2023 Galactic Convention exclusive is there, which I know one person in specific is bothered by, because they actually flew all the way out to London to get this pop, and here it is in Marshall's for probably very cheap. And they also have some other pops that are up, but they have some Star Wars ones. It looks like they got Tala, they got Darth Maul, the Black Saber series. They have the chick from Andor, it looks like, as well as Grogu Force. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot of pops that are hitting, Marshalls and Ross and things like that. So I don't know if that's kind of a trend of where, the Funko market is heading. Like, if you just wait, will it show up at Marshalls for $5, or, what the deal is with those. So it's interesting.
And exclusives too.
Yes, which I think is a big deal.
Yeah.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah. So definitely tough. And
I think
the more
quote unquote exclusive thing is kind of like we've talked
losing
about it before.
A little bit there, right?
It is, yeah. Losing its luster, yeah. It's not as special as it once was.
Nope, not at all. And I think the most exciting news we got is some more Mandalorian pops from season 3.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an overview of them all out of box. But I mean, individually, we've got Mando, Bo, and then Grogu using the Force and the Force bubble, which I honestly think is a pretty cool looking pop.
Yeah, I love
this is one I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but seeing it now, I'm pretty impressed by it.
Yeah, I was wondering how they'd pull, as much as I think we actually said this is one of those moments that we thought would be a cool pop. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I pictured this piece of acrylic in the front, and my concern was, well, how do you ever really see the pops though if you do it that way? So this it was like the perfect solution to that. So this is kind of how I would have kind of had to reimagine it to make it functional, and they did, So very cool idea. This one already pre-ordered.
Yes.
Yeah.
From a photographer's standpoint, what do the both of you think about this one? If and do you guys plan on getting it?
So me personally, I think it's a really good pop for photography. Just kind of need like a little bit of fireworks to make the whole acrylic really like shine through and look like realistic and good. But I like the fact that the all three there like really close together. You can get a good focus of them, maybe blur out the fire a little bit and add fireworks to it. I think it got a lot of potential.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably backlight it, to get that orange glowing, to kind of get it from the actual product itself. Maybe use virtual volume, as I call my monitor. I might do that where it's kind of more the embers flying around or something like that, so it all blends well, and then just add some warm lighting to them from kind of the front and the sides. And I think it would really sell the whole glowing of the background. You probably get, especially with that kind of dull chrome. It's even though it's not chrome, it's that dull metallic on them. I think that'll look nice. So yeah, from a photography point, it would be fantastic. This one, I'm excited. I can't wait for this one.
Yeah, I really like the look of it. Like I said, I wasn't sure about how they were gonna pull it off, but because they said, I think these are all ones that we were rumored to be getting for months and months now. We've gone over them times, and it said the three of them in the Force bubble, so I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a fully enclosed bubble, but I like how they did this.
Yeah, now I wonder if they could do something like this with Morgan and Balin and Shin, where they're on that kind of like old Dathomir map kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like this. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Again, pushing what they can do with their plastics and acrylic and vinyl at Funko. This is perfect.
Yeah. I love it.
Yep, it is definitely a cool piece, and I think it opens a door, I guess you could say, for other possibilities. But I think it is a pretty cool pop. I'm interested to see how big it's actually going to sit and display at.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah, I'm
I
kind
think
of wondering. I do like the fact that they have Grogu kind of scale to it, with them all three of them together. So I'm thinking scale wise, it's probably going to be the size of like a movie moment. What I'm thinking, like the one with him in the pram, about that size. I'm thinking.
Yeah, or even like the Praetorian Guard movie moment from the Last Jedi and stuff like that. So I would imagine it's going to be that size. So
yeah,
but it's one that I definitely want to get. I don't know if I'll get it right away. I don't think it's an exclusive, is it?
I don't. I thought for some reason they might be Amazon.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think they might be Amazon.
Yeah,
because that's where I found all of them. I didn't have like links. I don't think I saw links anywhere else.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, I don't. Did the packaging have Amazon sticker? It might not be an Amazon exclusive. It just might be another.
To be honest, I don't even recall seeing the packaging.
So I
think I was just so excited. Yeah,
yeah. So no Amazon sticker.
I don't think
it's just a common.
I don't think any of them are Amazon exclusive, except for when we get to like the exclusive 3 that they announced like later.
Yeah.
Too, because I know Patrick's probably super excited about one of them.
Oh yeah, I can't. I've been looking for it. I couldn't find it to make a purchase yet.
Oh man, but I mean, I think another one that a lot of people were excited about was the Moff Gideon. Oh
yes.
That's my favorite bunch. One of the bunch. Yeah, that's definitely my must-have.
Yeah, you'll be photographing that like moments after getting it, right?
Of course, ripping it out of the box, photographing it, taking on a hike with me, finding a nice spot for it.
Nice.
Yeah. I like the look of the acrylic, like the purple acrylic around the staff there. I wish they did that with the Praetorian Guard that we had a sneak peek at a couple weeks ago. I think it was.
Yeah, it's a shame because that looks on fire. That
looks really good.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like look at his cape too. It's like flowing. The visor. It I don't know, but it looks more metallic
almost.
Yeah, like I really can't wait to see this in person because it just looks insanely cool.
Yeah.
Sean Solo says, "Hey guys, stopping by to say hi."
Hey,
well, thank you very much, Sean.
The one half of the Sith cast.
Nice. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. The Grogu looks awesome too, though.
Yes.
Like I know we have like we've got like 24 Grogus now, or something like that. So
yep.
And the one Grogu, there's 2 Grogus I don't have that I want. I wanted the butterfly, and that one I think you have it, Chris, where he's holding the mythosaur necklace.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. Now this is another great moment from the season. So I think we all said if we when we were doing our top 5s, this is one of those that we would have won it. So here it is.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Like that little metallic plate just looks so detailed.
Yeah, it looks great.
Weathered. I mean, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And it even looks like he has like the chain metal kind of under it as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think it was kind of like a very pivotal moment, I think, like overall for Grogu within like that 3rd season, like him becoming Din Grogu was like
he's Din Grogu now. He's not just Grogu. I keep forgetting to call him by his true name now.
Din Grogu with armor.
It even says it on the packaging.
It does say it right on the box. Yeah, it really does. So it's cool. We've seen him go from the child to Grogu to Din Grogu.
So
cool.
Baby Yoda to Grogu.
Yeah,
he's always gonna be Baby Yoda to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Like Pelimoto, I'm not gonna call you that.
Yeah. I think the robes too, like they always do the robes on Grogu on the child pops. They're always like very detailed, like the texture on the robe. So
Well, the
Yeah.
way it's opened up, you get the the big disc, the detail and weathering on that. As Lex pointed out, you get that chain
the
chainmail
chainmail,
behind them,
yeah, and
and
then
all
the
the
fluffiness
textures on
of
that
the
coat.
fur. Yeah,
Look, I mean, we weren't getting details and depth into a pop like this ever before. It was very surface level, like, you know what I mean? Like, it had details and stuff, but it's now they're like imprinting into the vinyl itself and getting so much more
Yeah.
little details in the fabrics and everything. Like, their
Yeah.
utility belts are ridiculous now compared to what we used to get. But I've been blown away.
yeah. I think they look great.
Yeah, they do look really cool. And then we have another Bo-Katan flying, but this time with the dark saber. So I know I saw some controversy about it because again, we're getting we're getting more Grogu, we're getting more Bo-Katan, same with the same characters. But I do think the Din Grogu is very different. This one very
Yeah.
much reminds me of that Target exclusive that we got, where she's got her two blasters, but this time she's just got the dark saber instead.
Yeah,
I think
the
if I was to
Target
get
Con.
any of them, I mean, I really like the jetpack pops, but there's another one that we got like later in the week, which I think a lot of us have been dying to have.
Yeah,
That I might pick up instead, because I don't know that I need like 8 different Bo-Katans flying, holding something different.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. See, I didn't get the Target exclusive one, so if I see this one, I'll grab this one because it kind of goes with the other one that got revealed later.
Yeah. My only I really wish they posed this and
A little
in
bit
the skull.
differently.
Yeah, like the Superman and Lois flying.
Yeah, it just
If they had done her like this and the other one we're talking
or
about
even like
later,
the
it's so cool.
or even like the Sabine, the flying Sabine, where she's slanted a little bit forward instead of back like that, because it looks like she's flying backwards. It
Yeah.
could be like she's flying backwards, avoiding attack from Moff Gideon.
Could be a defensive mode, and you pose it up with the
Yeah,
Gideon
but
one. Is maybe what they're
it looks awkward. It just looks awkward. But
Yeah,
maybe it'll look better in person.
I just thought
It
the scene of
definitely-
her with the dark saber out in front and flying,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Superman kind of, that to me was a more iconic vision of her flying with the dark saber than what we're getting represented here.
Yeah,
And I really like how Funko did that Superman and Lois. And that was, I
Yeah.
think, one pop together. But could you imagine getting this and then the other one that we're going to talk about in a moment together, pose like that? You could pose them up next to each other. They'd look dope. Like,
Yeah.
they would recreate that scene in a heartbeat like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. That's my only kind of about this one, because I did pick up the Target Con exclusive of this. And
yeah.
I think I think I have like 6 or 7 Bo-Katans right now. Because I
That's
wanted
rough.
to round out the chase that I never got with the helmet off. So I finally
Yeah.
got that, a couple months ago.
Yeah. See, I didn't get the Target exclusive flying one, and I've only got the common and the chase from season 2, I guess it is, and then I got the Clone Wars one. So I don't have 6 of them like you do, Patrick. So
I've got quite a few Bo-Katan, but she's a great character to photograph.
Yeah.
So that's why, I got to get this one. I got to get this one. Like, they're just so, and I'm a sucker for the cool acrylic base too with the blast off. Like, and so much
Yeah.
a sucker. Like, I'm tempted to get this, but I'll probably eventually pick it up when it's on the cheap, because I have a
Right.
feeling that we'll see this one floating around just like the Target Con one still floating around. So I'm not as eager to get this as I am the other. Let's say that.
yeah. How about yourself, Yoda? Is this one that you would like? Patrick just commented on liking to photograph the ones with the acrylic base, like this clear translucent base there. Like, is that something you are those ones that you really like to photograph and stuff? Or
So I've done a couple of photographies with acrylic base like that, with the Jango Fett one, Boba Fett one. I think I did the Pre-Vizsla one when it came out too. Has like that acrylic jetpack, and I did a Jet Trooper too, one of the GameStop exclusive, the Jet
nice.
Trooper clone.
Yeah.
And I really like doing the jetpack effects. Just this Bo-Katan, man. I already have so many Bo-Katans too, and I got one with the dark saber, one with the helmet, one with the guns. Like, I don't know if I get this one unless they go for cheap.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
maybe $5. Yeah, maybe $5. I'd be willing to pay just to photograph them.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I get that. And then we got 2 deluxes. I mean, well, I guess 3 deluxes, or maybe like 1 deluxe and a movie show moment, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Grogu with the frog.
Love it.
Yeah. I like this one.
Did
I
not
like this
pre-order
one.
this one. I'll pick this one up eventually. I did not pre-order it, but I do like it.
Yeah. I love this one. I wasn't sure like how it was gonna look, but they did a good job of it.
I think it looks perfect. Like, I think what's nice is for, since we have a photographer guest, like, and kind of more the theme of our episode, this would be one, your whole photo is kind of built in, like, your main character, what he's doing, your whole story is right there. So you really can, all you have to do is concentrate on the right environment to blend it in with, and some lighting, and simple. This would be one, like we did that photo challenge where you use natural light. If you kind of held this near a window and got some nice natural light on it through a background from your monitor, done. It's an easy kill. It tells the whole story. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So for me, I like going on hikes and taking picture outside. That's like my style of photography. And I just picture like going to a lake and just putting it right there where the sun is hitting in the back and you can see the water, and just editing a little bit to make it look like the frog is floating a little bit more. I think it's just, you don't have to work real hard with this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It is a cool looking pop. And then the one that I think I'm most excited about is this guy right here. I think ID12 with Grogu in it, kind of controlling it. Like, I think that was like one of my favorite scenes. So I think it's cool that we're like finally getting this. But there's also like another version of it that was announced as well. So I don't know which one would be better.
What?
I know Patrick thinks is going to be better.
Yeah, and this one it's a deluxe pop, but it's no bigger than the deluxe pops. It's only because it's like the hands are out like that. They had to put it in a bigger box, and they're charging us more. So
yeah, of course.
So I might skip on this one just because of that.
Must have. I mean, but it is the same as this one. This one is just lights and sounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like literally the same. Like
when they made that pop, they said, "Pat Connor, sucker, we got you. Hook them in. Get the net. Get the net."
Patrick's gonna be doing something. His wife's gonna come down and be like, "Patrick, we need you to come upstairs." He's gonna be like, "No."
Yeah, this one I'm so pumped because it's just gonna be funny. I'm so curious what the sounds are on it.
It's gonna be like $70 because it's lights and sounds.
No.
Patrick's still gonna get it.
I would,
but if it was, you would get it.
When this got announced, I laughed in my head thinking, "Oh my God, Lex and Chris are going nuts, laughing, going, Pat's gonna love this one.
Yep.
He's a sucker for lights." I love lights and sound, so I'm all for it. I really wish we got more pops that could do that. Like even a normal pop, if it had a quote everyone, it would be cool.
Yeah. It is nice that they're doing it with like the same sculpt. So if you don't really care for the lights and sounds, you can get the slightly cheaper version.
Yeah. But the armor that we're seeing there, that's fun.
And the IG-11 Marshall, that's great too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably eventually have to pick that version up, the Marshall version.
Yeah. Love it. Lots of reveals this week.
Yes, lots of good stuff. And then the last piece of news that I think started surfacing yesterday is the 501st Clone Trooper Phase 1 is finally hitting stores in the United States at GameStop.
Yay!
Yeah, I mean we had it everywhere else around the world before you guys, so it's about time.
And since we got them, Lex and I got ours from you, Chris. Thank you so much. Like
Yeah,
I feel like it's an uneventful announcement and news update
right.
for us because
There were some.
as though we would be like everybody else, ecstatic it finally got here. But we got ours from you, so we're like, yeah, it's kind of old news to us.
Yeah, there were some mystery minis too, weren't there? That were announced.
Yes, I think
Yes.
there was. Let me.
Do any of you guys collect those or? Like I've got a
No.
few.
I have a couple. I have a
few. Yeah, but I thought those things were like dead because they stopped making them, right?
I haven't seen.
Yeah,
Well,
I
they had
haven't seen
the last Mandalorian wave that you had, or was it the first one?
Did they
had Grief
did they do a
Karga.
Mandalorian wave? Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? They did do a.
It was the
This
first
is
wave.
Karga,
series
yeah.
2.
Okay, so they had one
Huh.
wave and now this one.
Yeah, I thought they were just done because like they didn't do it for Ahsoka. They didn't do these mystery minis for anything else. So it's like why?
If I
Why
get,
all
if
of
I
a
was to
sudden?
get one, the only one I want is Grogu and the Pram, and the Azeli.
Yeah,
Those are probably it.
yeah. The Anzelian Droid Smith would be cool, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna buy any of these.
See, the reason I like
They're
the
just-
minis is because if you're gonna take an image, like I've used the mini a couple times, I use that and the one you get in the Funko Wild game, so that I can have him and
The proper
Din
scale.
Djarin standing together. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so
That
many
makes
times
sense.
you want to do that in an image, and it's hard to displace and cheat the perspective when Grogu
Right.
and your Din Djarin are the same size for the most part. You got to put one really close up, one in the background, and you're going to lose some focus on one unless you're doing
yeah. Or you got to do like I was gonna say unless you do like Photoshop and do some Photoshop trickery, right?
Yeah, you just got to. It's basically two images. One you're focused on the other character. One you're focused on the foreground character.
Yeah. Millennium
Yeah.
Workshop says, "Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks
Good
for popping in."
afternoon.
And I think it's interesting too, because like I don't think we've gotten some of these. Like, I mean, here's Bo with the shield and the Darksaber. Do we have that as a
Yeah.
prop?
I think we did
Yeah.
get that.
Do
Yeah, we have
Oh,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
we do.
Yes,
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about-
She wasn't
Shield
flying.
of
Though. I think
Blaster,
it was an
Shield of
exclusive.
Darksaber.
Yeah.
It was a shield in the Darksaber? I thought it was like just the
Yeah.
shield.
No,
It
it's
was.
Darksaber.
It was a Funko Shop exclusive, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, hold on. I think I got it. Hold on.
You got it? Yeah, of course.
Patrick, go look through
CD
all your
Patrick.
book fans.
Yeah,
The-
she
the
got the
12
Dark
Funko
Saber in like
cans.
a weird pose in the Funko.
Yeah,
You
I
barely
think
see it.
Yeah, I think it was a. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, on the
Oh yeah, she
glamour
does.
the glamour shot. The glamour shot. You couldn't
Yeah.
tell it was the Darksaber. Yeah, that's right.
Yep, you're right. You're
Okay,
Yeah, I
right.
remember.
Yeah, that's it's the same one.
The whole
I grabbed
stack.
them all.
Hold on. There we go. Wait, let's see the whole stack again. How many you got there, Patrick?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5.
Okay,
So-
5. He was close.
We have Shield and Blaster.
Okay, so that's Clone Wars.
We have the cool acrylic 2 blasters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the flying one. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, that's the flying.
yeah, that's the
jetpack.
flying one.
We have
so the Target-
original, I
the
think that's
Target
the
one.
first one with the 2 blasters.
That's the original. Yeah,
And we got the Chase, right? Without the
Chase.
helmet.
Yeah.
And I think this is the Target Con
That's
exclusive.
the Target one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you can't tell.
But yeah, so we've had already 5 different versions. And then you got the throne, right? We have her
Yeah,
on
you got the throne. Yeah. Yeah. And then I feel like there's one more, isn't there?
I think there is
Or
one
no,
more.
maybe not. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
There's the
Oh no, there was
the
it
GameStop
in the
one
mystery
too.
box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
in
mystery, GameStop
box.
one.
That's right. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's right.
So,
But I mean, I think the character is awesome as she looks in the different variations we have. I'm happy
Yeah.
with all of them what we've got, and I'm not saying I don't like the other one. I just think that it would have been better if the pose was more like that Superman and Lois, because that really was the scene.
Yeah.
That was the scene that was like,
See.
yeah,
So
bring it.
I didn't get the Target one that you have or the Funko Shop exclusive one, but I wouldn't mind the Target one just because like the blaster and the shield and the what is it? Shield and the
Shield and
Darksaber
Darksaber
there.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that one. I probably won't get the Funko Shop exclusive.
Oh, the flying
target
with
one I
the
wouldn't
two
mind.
blasters.
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
like
get
that
the
one
other
a lot.
one.
That one,
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
have
get
an
the
idea.
new one.
There's a special place I'm hoping to bring that to photograph. That would be, there's a
Yeah.
location that I've been wanting to shoot that because on Sire Speed, your buddy Eric,
Yeah.
that you do your upcoming new series with, he had had a membership kind of giveaway, and I ended up winning the I can't remember her ship is called, but
The
I won
Gauntlet. Yeah,
the Gauntlet.
wasn't it?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I won the Gauntlet, and I really want to kind of put those two together in an image.
Yeah.
And so there's obviously it was winter, still getting over the winter here in New England. So now that we're finally getting some springtime weather, there's a special place that I want to bring it to and shoot location with that one. It's been envisioned for so long, so now the season's come about, so I'm very excited to shoot that soon.
Yeah. And you said special place. Like I'm envisioning like you could get a short YouTube short out of it.
Oh,
you and the Funko Pop running along the beach or whatever to your special place where you're gonna photograph it and stuff.
No, so it's not a beach. So as weird as it is,
Patrick on a picnic blanket. Patrick on a picnic blanket with the Funko Pop, giving it some
yeah, no,
or
there's
something.
a park that has like a petting zoo area that my kids used to love to go to when they were younger. And so we usually come in through a different, like the front end of it, but you can actually come through the park and walk. It's a bit of a walk, but anyway, we usually drive right through the front and park and walk in. And there's a big kind of like fountain, if you will, but it's like a square kind of block, and you kind of look down into it, and it kind of raises up, so it's like a rock formation, and it has like a little kind of like, it looks like a little spring, and it's got like a little moss, and it just looks cool. And my vision is if I could put the Gauntlet on the top of that, shoot it like around noontime, a little after, later in the afternoon, maybe where the sun's behind it to kind of give some backlight. I could shoot that low, light up the acrylic of Bo-Katan flying, and then have her flying and that in the background with the little kind of rocks with the water coming down like a little waterfall. And again, hopefully the weather over the winter hasn't ruined it, but from what I remembered last spring, I was hoping to go back to.
Yeah, well, that'll be cool. That'll be cool to see.
Yeah,
but how much of this stuff you guys figure you're gonna pick up? Out of curiosity,
I'm probably gonna get most of the pops. I really like them. The Bo-Katan's the only one I'm kind of like it's a meh for me.
Yeah,
I think I'm only gonna get. Yeah, I think I'm only gonna get them off gate, and when everything else goes on sale, just start picking and choosing when I want to photograph at the time.
Yeah. I think I'll get the most of them. I'll probably skip out on the deluxe ones right now in the movie moment. I think for now, just because space is kind of getting a little cramped. So
that's my main problem too.
Yeah.
It's a collector's worst enemy.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
Too true. Space, the final frontier.
I got about 70 Funko Pops under my bed.
He's a Trekkie.
Not even.
No.
But you know what? I must say, I do like some of the new Trek that they put out. Like Strange New Worlds. Love it.
I don't think I've watched it.
That's it. Done, Patrick.
You're cut off.
Cut off.
You're off.
Cut off.
All right. I guess we can't talk about Battlestar Galactica either, right?
No, that's okay. Battlestar Galactica is fine, but you can't mention the other Star movie or show. J.T. Lovecraft. Hey,
did you see the YouTube short that was out? So someone figured out 60% likelihood that you would get picked as the spy on board the transport when you do Star Tours if you do the Live Long and Prosper sign.
Oh, really?
When you get in there, if you throw the sign and you kind of get the camera will find it, and then 60% of the time, if you've done that, you're going to get picked to be the rebel spy that they stopped the ship for during the ride.
Interesting.
I thought that was funny. I thought that was
throwing up like gang signs when I walk on.
Yeah. I was like, what is he doing? I was like, oh my God, he's doing the spot thing. Live long and prosper. I was like, no way. And sure enough, they did it and kind of did like a little ratio.
Yeah, JT said space is a killer of collecting things. Yeah,
It
Crunch's
is.
goblin. Yeah.
Lands.
It is, man. It's tough out
Yeah,
here.
it is. It is tough. Like I've got space for 2 more Funko Pops in my displays, and then I don't know. I gotta
What are you
figure
gonna
something else out.
do?
I have no idea.
I'm trying to rethink how
Another
I'm going to do
room.
mine. I'm expanding.
I
and I'm
already
still
pulled
trying to
out-
think how I'm going to have room.
that custom zombie trooper. I pulled it out of my display. I put it over here now. So I do have a couple. Like I know what I'll pull out. Like I'll probably pull out the what's her face from Battlefront 2, the Imperial
Oh,
officer
Verso?
pilot.
Iden
Yeah,
Verso,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably pull her out if I have to make space for another one. Because
Wow.
I've got yeah, I'll pull her out, and yeah, I was looking. There's a couple that I'll probably pull out there as well. So we'll see what happens. But I do need to get another display of some sort. So
Yep.
yeah,
It's hard, man. I know
Yeah.
it is. It's like I'm even wondering. I bought new shelves that I put just. I'm just gonna put some stuff on here and just kind of open up the collection a little bit more so I can move things around. And already I'm looking at them like, dude, they're already filled. What are you talking about? Like just putting things up there, like they're filled.
I
Like,
told you,
oh my
get
god.
get rid of the boxes. It'll give you more space.
I am starting to do that, but I do think I want to get like I like how you do your stands. I might do something like that, so they're tiered. And I've got some ideas because I also want to do Prime Days coming up in July. And Lex told me, smart little piece of advice, to think about Prime Day to get a 3D printer. Now I don't know crap about crap when it comes to that, but I'd be interested in being able to print pieces that I can make little dioramas for myself. That's honestly, if I that and maybe making a custom Funko with one, figuring that out.
There you go.
I'd love that. I don't know the first thing about it, so it would take some, hands-on. I'm more of a hands-on.
Start a second channel and record your journey with that stuff.
Listen, Patrick,
Maybe.
all I'll say, if I can figure it out, I 100% believe you can figure it out.
I'm
always here to help too.
Yeah. I just love the things that you've done, Lex, with the being able to do the ghost mural and stuff like that. So cool. And I see like the guys, printing up. I like even just like the little crates and stuff. Like one thing is that I want to print, like as my first test print, I want to print a Kyber crystal crate, like just because I know it'll be small. It's a good small test for timing and material. And then I'll have something to use on my set. Like, so it's kind of like a practical, like a win-win. I'm definitely trying to budget for that. That's why like this last kind of hurrah jumping on some Funkos I did now, pre-ordered it. This way it's, paid for why I got it. And then, let's see what happens. But yeah.
Mikey says, good evening, fellow nerds. Hey, Mikey.
Hello.
Millennium Workshop said, I'll help you with the 3D printing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Rex,
you got
Rex
some support.
100% your guy. He does like the helmets, like he does a lot of really intense stuff. So, and he even said, I just had him on for Beyond Tatooine. Like anyone that is trying to get into that, like he will always answer all your questions. So he even encouraged me to like go and print like a helmet and stuff. So you can do a lot with a 3D printer. Once you get the mechanics down, you just set it up, you put the file in, run it, and then you got to go paint it and stuff like that after. But I think the printing part is not like the toughest. I think the crafting it after the fact is what takes a little bit more
the sanding, the painting, all that stuff. Mikey said with Patrick's creativity, that 3D printer will be a must. Yeah, dude, I think so. We've seen your custom pops. You do great with the custom pops. So
dude, if I could figure out how to do custom, I think the first one I'm doing is a Night Sister. Like I want a Night Sister. I want green acrylic. Like I can envision it. How awesome. And if I had the means to like just do, like I started trying to watch a YouTube video on was it Blender and making it, dude, I felt like I was lost about 2 minutes into it. I'm like, maybe I just need to kind of have my hands and kind of working through it and someone showing me. I was just watching this guy go on and on about the different axes and stuff. I was like, okay, I understand there's axes, but like, it felt like the video so focused on that, like it lost my interest. I'm like, this is more homework than
walks you through step by step. Lots of people in the chat 3D printing here. Even Peak Obi-Wan on a 3D printer. My Pawn Corral head is printed on my
no
avatar.
way.
It just
Nice.
opens a lot of doors too, and then you don't have to
Yeah.
like pay someone to like make props for you or things like that. I mean, yes, you do have to like put more time into it rather than money per se,
Yeah.
but there's some like once you kind of figure out the mechanics of it, you're pretty much like unlimited. And people have files out there that you can just like purchase for a few cents too, or you can make your own if you're not like
Mhm.
that, technologically inclined. But there's so much you can do with it. I think buying the 3D printer was probably the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
And then there's that one
I'm-
guy. There's that one guy on Instagram who prints the little bases that stick to the wall. You can display your pops on, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Those look cool.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
So-
There's so many things I could mess around. I'm sure I could find a use for. Right.
100%.
But the main one being your photography.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Star
100%
Wars
the main.
photography.
Yeah, just to print up little things.
Dioramas.
Just
Yeah.
just to create like little, and I don't need a lot. Like the little displays that I bought, like they're really like a display, but I use them more as a dio. I bought 2 of them, that and a piece of black foam cord that I cut to look like a doorway, door hatch opened. It's been just great for adding depth to my images and stuff. So now I'm like, even if I get things, I'd rather just have them in smaller pieces that I could just move around. Like I don't need a full piece. I'd rather have pieces of that set so I can always juxtapose it and maybe switch it up so it looks different than something else, or I can mix it with another piece is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but with that little segue about photography, let's jump into our discussion and chat with our special guest about his photography.
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Yeah, so if you aren't following him, again, you want to just let people know where they can find you? And
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram right now, and my name is Genjo Kenobi, just like they wrote it in the screen. I'm right now posting daily, and I've been doing this since I opened the page, and I work 60-hour week, and I still manage to post daily because I'm fell in love with this toy photography thing. So it's really like my main hobby, and I just posting every day, try to put like a funny quote here and there, and just having fun with everybody on Instagram.
Yeah. So every guest that comes on the Popcast, we usually ask them three main questions about their collection. So the first one, what's your favorite Star Wars Funko Pop that you have in your collection?
My favorite Star Wars Funko Pop might be the Sid Ice Anakin Skywalker.
Nice. That's a good choice.
Yeah, I know a lot of people also like that one. It's just, I don't know, it's something special. It's one of those Funko Pop that really bring the character into life, in my opinion. I really like that one.
Yeah, that's still one that I have yet to pick up. So
you didn't get to pick it up in the restocks?
Wow.
No, you know what? No, I miss out on it either because I purchased something else, or it's just eventually I'll get it. Eventually it will be mine. So the second question: how many Star Wars Funko Pops do you have in your collection?
So right now,
you mentioned you were running out of space as well, so you got to be in the hundreds.
Yeah, right now I think I got it in my Instagram bio. If I'm not mistaken, it's either 140 something or almost 170. It's one of those in that range. I don't remember. I lost count if I'm being honest. But it's either 140 to 170. It's in that range. It's just I really lost count. I have a lot of them under my bed. So
well, there we go. There's some tips. That's where I'm going to be putting a bunch of mine soon.
Yeah.
When I run out of space, they're going underneath the bed.
Yeah, I got them in big bins under my bed.
There we go. And then the third question we ask every guest: what's the most expensive Star Wars Funko Pop that you own?
So if I'm being honest, I really don't keep track of the prices. But if I have to say, it might be either the Shock Trooper or one of the vaulted Luke Skywalker, number 11. It's either one of the two. I think it's the Shock Trooper though.
The Shock Trooper's nice.
Yeah. I probably have it out of box too.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
like
only
to
way to
enjoy
go.
them out of the box.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Some of them, at least.
I mean, you can't take
Yeah.
photos of them in the box. So for me, it's an
No, yeah.
unnecessary evil to have to take them out. So
Yeah, I just like displaying them out
I
of the box
challenge
too.
you. I challenge you to take a photo of it in the box. Come up with some creative photo of it in the box.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I have one idea on that. And there's only one
Do you?
pop to
Okay.
pull it
I'd
off
like-
of.
yeah, I want to see what you come up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Okay, there we go. So
Hold
let's
my-
Hold my
let's
Minute Maid.
hold my Minute Maid. Hold my blue milk. So tell us about this first image here, because it looks like it's you shoot outside. You said you take them on your hikes with you and you shoot outside, so it's all natural light. Yes.
Yes, it's almost on. I carry my lights with me. I have like 3 mini RGB light panels, but I mostly use them to just like if the character has a lightsaber and it's blue, I put the light in a blue setting and I just put it to his face to make it look like more realistically. I
Nice.
usually like to go on nice sunny days, but you know how it is, especially over here in New England. Most of the days it could be either real cloudy or it could be real sunny, so it's a hit or miss. And I just shoot on my only day off during the week, so I gotta work with whatever weather is hitting my way. So I carry my own lights too, just in case I need a little bit extra help. But it's mostly natural light. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
nice. Very
Very
nice.
cool.
I
Yeah.
like the fact that you take yourself out and do a hike and we're able to bring these with you because it's probably a very peaceful shoot. You know what I mean? You're enjoying nature for what it is and being able to kind of be creative. That's what I find about your work is kind of unique. Because I know mine is I don't normally go. I would say I normally don't go on location. I have shot on location, but I normally shoot on set typically. So I kind of make my elaborate sets and stuff
Yeah.
like that, use backgrounds and whatnot here. So that's one of the things I really enjoyed about seeing your body of work.
Yeah, it's just for me like the advantages of just going out and breathing fresh air and looking at new locations and playing with like the dirt and getting like action shots or looking for a nice like little moss and getting like green background. I just like honestly, and I like the interaction with people too. People are curious. They always like go and ask me what I'm doing. And I'm over there like, yeah, I'm a grown man, like with my toys outside. But it's just they're always like curious and be super cool with it, you know.
Yeah, it is kind of fascinating watching other people
Yeah.
bird watching basically. Like so you're like doing your thing, and I've had that a few times going to a park up here, Goddard Park here in Rhode Island. And I'm on the beach area at one point, and then I'm over here near this dune on another, and they're like, "What is this guy doing? Laying down on my belly and digging a hole in the sand to put the camera lower so I can get the angle?" And people are looking at you like, "What is he doing?"
Yeah, they over here these people are really nice and cool with it. They're just curious, they're never like judging you or anything. And I also have like a lot of occasions that's just people that are walking their dogs and the dog decide to play with me and like made me play with them for like 5-10 minutes. So it's cool,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next one because you've got quite a few we wanted to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, that Sand Trooper. Love that.
So that one, I really wanted to make it look like it was shot in the 70s when they were filming New Hope. So I tried to edit it a little bit with that vintage vibe to it, a little bit of extra lighting. I remember it was a real cloudy day that day. I just put all my lights on warm and try to give it like a real like deserty look to it, even though I was in a lake. But yeah, I like how that one turned out.
Yeah. Now, do you use like Photoshop for editing, or do you just edit the photos on your phone?
I do mostly everything on my phone. I recently got a camera, so like my latest picture I've done with a camera, but I usually do everything on my phone, on Pixar and Lightroom.
Yeah, even the lightsaber effects you do on your phone, eh?
Yeah, everything I do on my phone. Yeah.
Wow,
Nice.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I learned how to use Pixar, so I'm shitting my way with a lot of stuff. I use for everybody who's watching, they want to start doing toy photography and they don't have like me the opportunity to get either a computer to download Photoshop or a camera to shoot. My first, let's say, my first 150 pictures I did on my phone and edited only on Pixar. And a good tip, if you can go to Pixar, there's an area that says stickers, and you basically can write anything in there. Like I write lightsabers, and there's a bunch of sticker of lightsabers that pop off. And you just have to play with the hue and the saturation a little bit to make it glow and look a little bit more realistic. But I
Nice.
do all my editing on Pixar, and it's something that I master it. I want to say, I'm having fun with it, and I don't have to pay for like Photoshop or anything.
See, that's awesome. Like, I love that. That's the whole, I think, being why I started my channel and what inspires other people is you don't need to have an SLR camera. You don't need to have fancy lights. Like, it's, demystifying how to do toy photography and put it at its roots.
Mhm.
Light focus, you're evoking an image or a scene, and you're doing that all on your phone. That I love that. The entire piece is done to that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, another killer one.
So
Really
So-
like this one.
So that one was actually with the camera I got. That's one of the most recent photos, and I wanted to photograph that Savage because I did the switch with the base. I took it out of the
Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah. How hard was
I
that to
took-
do?
So I tested it first with Count Dooku, and Count Dooku didn't survive. But I learned from my mistakes, and and you just have to, if you want to do it yourself, my best like advice, just leave it in the hot water, really hot water for like 3 minutes. Let it like get real
Soft.
like marinated that soft, and just pop it right. It pops right out. And I just used one of the bases of like I got an extra Dengar Funko Pop. I paid like $4 for him. I just took his base out and just glue it onto Savage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
I liked it. I like that.
thank you. That's one. I like in that photo too. Like those lightsabers again. Those such as stickers and Pixar. One of my friends, Wood Shaver X, she showed me how to do that trick, and you just put like the movie lightsaber sticker on it and try to like fit it in perfectly. And I like the vibe it gets.
Oh, definitely. It looks great. It looks great. I
Yeah.
just did an image.
It gives that illusion of motion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. I just did an image and I posted today because I really like the Acolyte poster, how they did that lightsaber blue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is cool because it definitely has motion. Definitely has motion.
Mhm. Mikey said the lightsaber motion is pure fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it
thank
is.
you. Yeah.
Even on this one too.
Yeah. Get
Yeah,
it here too.
yeah.
You really get that movement.
Yeah, that's another one. I was just walking around. It was a snowy day that day. So it's not, in New England, when it's winter over here, it's always dry. So that photo, especially, like I managed to find some green. I managed to find like a nice place to place it. That was done on my phone too. And just,
Yeah.
I love the way Mace Windu turned out in that photo. He looked like real, like menacing too. Like he's
Yeah, I
ready
love
to
how
the
you
story.
put purple light on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
like
ready.
the purple light. So you just used one of your portable lights to get the purple glow on them, then, from the lightsaber.
So honestly, in that one, no, I didn't have the lights, but that photo, that's one of my older ones. That was done on Pixar too.
Oh, no
Oh, wow.
way.
Oh,
Yeah, that was done
Wow.
on Pixar too.
interesting.
I think I just searched a purple glow on a sticker and just the opacity I think it's called, just lower it so it make it look a little bit more natural and
Wow.
placed
Oh,
it
wow.
perfectly with the lightsaber. Yeah.
That's impressive. Very impressive. I thought it was a light. I thought you had a light. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
Nice.
this one a lot.
Kylo Ren in the snow. Like
Yeah,
that.
okay. So that's my only sequels Funko Pop. I don't want to get into the
Not a big
sequels,
fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a big fan, but I think Kylo Ren's character had a lot of potential, and I always loved the way he looks. That was literally in my apartment complex. That was right outside my apartment complex. It was plain winter. I saw the like the sticks in the back, and I'm like, that kind of looked like that scene from the trailer for the
Mhm.
Force Awakens where he like turns on his lightsaber. So
Yeah.
yeah, I did that one, and that was all in my phone and Pixar too. I didn't have the lights either at that time.
Very cool.
I like that you're not afraid to show the base, like the Star Wars base. You're pretty much photographing them as toys, like because like Patrick's style is a little bit different, where he tries to make them look
not
not see the base, right? But it works, so it still works. It looks incredible.
It's just for me, I like everybody like have their own style of photography, and for me, Funko, like what really makes a Star Wars Funko is like the combination. They come with that base. Not a lot of other Funko have like their own base, but Star Wars wants to do.
No.
And I like including them in my photos.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh,
here's another one. I like
that
this
one's
one.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that was like right when the Pops came out. I remember. I think it was like January. That was. I just put it on top of a rock, get a little bit of an angle, and just took that photo. And like Bailey Skull is one of my favorite characters. As for now, he's really refreshing character. It's something that we need in Star Wars in a while. I think that he was written perfectly, and sadly the actor passed away. So I really like Bailey Skull and what they did with him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So is the lighting on his face, was that a light or is that the glow effect too?
So that's a glow effect too. Like all my older ones, I send a mixture of older and newer. Once I see a newer one, I'm gonna say it so you guys see the difference. But that's I think that was a lens flare I do. In Pixar 2, you get 2 lens flares, and I like to put them in the lightsaber because let me go get something real quick. I want to show you guys something real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm gonna look up that app right now because I'm kind of interested
so
in it.
If you can see the original like movies, let me put it. You see that lens flare in the lightsaber?
Yep.
Ever since I saw that, I started doing it on my photographs because almost every movie, every poster for the movies, they have the lens flare and the lightsaber. So I started doing that in every photograph I do.
That's cool. I've only done that on a few of them, added that, or and like I think maybe the concept beta I did something like that. Very few do I do that, but that looks great. Looks great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with that myself later.
Here's another one. I love this one.
Yeah.
That was
cool.
Yeah, see that I just love the way that lens flare look in the lightsaber. It just makes it like pop out way more. And that I had the lights on that one, but I was just using it to light the character up. It was at nighttime. So I just put them in a like cooler setting, light him up, and the lights from the lightsabers are all from Pixar too.
Nice. Yeah, I like this one.
That's awesome.
It's not all lit up. It's kind of darker. It's just cool.
It
really
pops
cool.
all up.
Thank you.
Yeah, it lends to telling a story.
No pun intended.
This one I
I
really
love that.
like.
Yeah.
Really
So-
like this one.
This one, I sent you this one. I really wanted to talk for this one because I don't have the resources to actually lit a fire behind my Funkos. That's all using AI generated. I just I just selected like the things I wanted to get rid of the photo, and went on Pixar. They have like a AI replace settings, and just started writing like random stuff. I still like got like the fire I wanted. So I think it was like I wrote like wildfire in the woods, and after maybe an hour of searching what I wanted, I finally found one that I really like, and I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Dope. I like this one a lot.
And I can see the lens flare that you were talking about there.
Yeah,
I did
they made
a
the
similar
lightsaber pop
image
out.
with like I think my background was like a city or something burning down in the background. So and what I really liked about this Funko Pop, and you captured it too, is when you hit it from the sides, you get all those little details in the helmet, and then you have that warm light on it, which really is a cool effect on the sheen of this pop. I liked.
Yeah, it makes it look real menacing.
Yeah. Really cool image. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
Oh, love this one. Love this one.
That's one of the newest one I did. That's with the camera with the real lights. So the way the way I put the lights in this photo, if you can see, I try to do a little bit of rim lighting. So there's a warm light near Kanan's and another warm light near Hera, and I got a blue light just hitting Ezra in the face because I wanted, like, for me, Rebels, my favorite character is Ezra, and I think Ezra, in the show, he progressed to be sort of like the leader of the group, at least always making like the bad decisions turn good. So I wanted to like focus him in the photo, and the other one was like the family, like getting blurred little by little. And I just put that blue light to hit him right in the side of the face, and I just love how it turned out.
Love it, love it, and it's a great image for anyone that's a Rebels fan because you have the whole Ghost crew there.
The whole Ghost crew there.
And I love
I'm kind of jealous because I'm missing the Ezra and the Sabine. So
What?
I don't
know,
have
right?
that Sabine. That's one Sabine I don't have. Is the helmet off?
I don't have the helmet on either, though. So
yeah, I think I have all the Sabine pups. She's one of my favorite characters too. I think I have every pup that there is from Sabine. I have them. That helmet off, I just the hair looks beautiful, you know, and like that hair for Sabine should describe her character. So I wanted to use that one instead of the one with the helmet.
Absolutely.
That's one. That's one of my favorite ones. So that was done with the camera too, and I was using like real fast shutter speed in this one, so I can capture like the I don't know, like the particles. So you know those things that sell so you can clean like your keyboards, the dust, the can air.
Yep.
So I use that just to lift a little bit of the particles from the ground and just make Vader look real menacing. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really awesome.
Yeah,
that worked out great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, this one was one of my favorites.
Yeah, so this one, a lot of people on Instagram always photograph the Station Mandalore just the Ahsoka point. They always put the 332nd troopers, Ahsoka in the middle, Captain Rex, and you see a lot of those kind of photos. Almost nobody ever seen photograph Darth Maul. Yeah, so I wanted to photograph the Super Commando, Gar Saxon, and Maul. Like I wanted to have the other side of the Station Mandalore.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a good point. I do see a lot of Ahsoka in the 332nd.
Yeah.
None with Maul and the Mandalorians. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone's forgetting about Maul.
Yeah, and I think those Mandalorians, they're really great pops. Like they're really well made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really great.
That's one I would love for them to do a flying one of is the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jetpack.
So yeah, that's the crew, you know. Anakin, Rex, and Ahsoka. That's the Clone Wars crew. Whoever's a Clone Wars fan, I think it's gonna appreciate the photo. Those are basically like the real main characters of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to capture them too, like charging into battle, you know, Anakin leading them.
Yeah. Which Rex is that? The Rex out of the 2-pack?
Yeah, the 2-pack. I don't have the other one, sadly.
Yeah. Well, that one's a great. That's a great Rex. So.
Yeah, I love that Rex with all my heart. I photograph him a ton. Like when I got that pup, I photograph him a ton.
Nice. I was so excited just to get my hands on one. I know that.
Yeah, finally. You know, like if I gotta put a wish list, I'm praying that Funko does Commander Wolfie. That's like my one pup that I really want.
Yeah.
Would you want like the Clone Wars version or like an old man Wolfie from like Rebels?
No, definitely the Clone Wars. Yeah, both will be great, honestly, because I got the old man version from Rex, so I would appreciate having one. Yeah, I would appreciate having Wolfie to put next to him, but I really want the Clone Wars armor one to put with my clone shelf.
I concur. And some new
battle droids.
That's awesome.
That literally was my quote on the post. Roger. I think that's first day I got them. I went early to work so I can photograph them, and just wanted to take a picture of the battle droids. I think that might be the best pup that has come so far this year. They captured them amazing. Those battle droids, and I'm
still waiting for them to show up. I'm still waiting for them to show up here.
Yeah, I only got my pre-order. Haven't seen them in store either. And once I start seeing them, I'm gonna buy more. I want to have an army. I think that pup is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a custom. I'm gonna have to get one to do a custom, if not two.
To put like the yellow paint or the blue paint.
Well, I want to do the yellow, and then I want to do if they because I'm afraid they're just not going to do it. So I want to do one where I can get someone to airbrush that kind of bronzy brownish red.
Or for like the Geonosis.
Yes, I think it would
Oh.
look really cool.
Yeah, that will.
And this way, if I have that, then if I do a head swap with a 3PO, I can kind of mess around with that too.
Ooh, yeah.
Right, I can kind of get 2 out of 1 if I take one and kind of commit it to painting, having it repaint it. I just don't think me and my painting skills with like a brush or a paint pen would do it just. I think it really needs to have like an airbrush and then maybe go back over for the eyes.
Yeah.
It's like spray paint it.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend made me a custom 187 Legion, the Mace Windu one, and she
Oh,
did a
really?
pretty good. Yeah, let me show you guys that. She did a
Yeah,
pretty
that's
great
awesome.
job with that one.
Oh,
Oh
dang it.
wow.
Oh yeah.
And she
looks
painted it by
amazing.
hand. Yeah, she did a great job. I love this one so much.
That's
Which,
phenomenal.
Which
She painted it
trooper
by
did
hand.
you use for that?
So this is the one
Is
from
that-
the Cal Kestis video game. The
Oh, okay, yeah. So that was
the
the
yellow
yellow
one?
one, yeah.
the yellow one, yeah, the 13th Battalion one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's
Nice.
beautiful.
Insane.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, your girlfriend
love-
did a
No,
fantastic
she did.
job on that.
She did. She did it by hand. It took her so long too. So that's my favorite one, honestly. Right now, I think I have to like. Anakin's not my favorite one anymore. It's that clone.
Dude, that's pretty fire, man. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
that's beautiful.
really
That's beautiful.
cool. And the last
So-
image we have for today is this
Yes.
scene that you depicted, which I love.
That
So
looks
that was
great.
my May the 4th post. That was done with real lights. So you can see I put one light next to Obi-Wan, another one next to Qui-Gon, so you can really get that
The blue
lightsaber.
and the green. Yep.
Yeah, the blue and the green, and just the Darth Maul like a little bit blurred, staring at them, and they're ready to fight him. I think that was one of my favorite photos I've done. Honestly, I like how that one turned out.
I really love this one. It tells the story in one image. I love that. Love it.
Yeah, I love that. And that's what I was saying. Like that prequel, the Obi-Wan that we just got, that goes so well with that Qui-Gon.
Yeah, it goes perfectly together. I
Yeah.
got them displayed too, one next to the other.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
that-
opened my Obi-Wan, but that's where he's going, right next to that Qui-Gon.
I had my Qui-Gon and my Obi-Wan together for sure.
And that Darth Maul is the one for the Red Saber series too. I also took him out of the base.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Nice.
I never even thought about taking those off those bases.
That's the best decision I did, honestly. The only one I had problem with Count Dooku because I didn't know how to do it, and Palpatine is a pain to take out the base.
Oh, really?
Palpatine was the most difficult. I couldn't take it out of the base. I really just broke him because he doesn't soften like the other ones, and he's
Yeah,
only
his-
one.
Yeah, his he's so thick at the bottom, right? Because of his his robes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because he only has one piece. He doesn't have like any other leg, so it's really stinking the base.
Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna pop these off.
Yeah. That's some really incredible work.
Great
Thank
body of work, Daniel. Great body of work.
Thank you. Really, and really makes me happy that you guys appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you coming on the episode. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an honor. I've been watching you guys for a while, so it was an honor when Patrick texted me.
Yeah. So did you know about Patrick's photography? Have you been following his
I've been following him
photography for a while?
Yeah, I've been following for a while. When I started getting real into collecting Funkos, it was you, Christopher, and Seriously Star Wars, and Patrick photography. That I always was
Nice.
like watching. I was watching your reviews on the Funkos, and then I was watching Patrick's photography on it. So I've been following you guys for a
I
while.
appreciate it.
That's
Appreciate
cool.
it.
That's so cool. Very
Well,
cool.
it's been a pleasure having you on and seeing seeing your work. I followed you back on Instagram. You have a lot of photos to
Yeah.
look at, and I'm gonna but no,
thank you.
incredible work. Really fun having you on talking about the new Mandalorian Funko Pops and stuff. One more time, do you want to just let people know where they can follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, so on Instagram is Ginger1 Kenobi. Right, just like how they spell it all together. I'm posting their daily photos, and I don't only focus on Funko. I used to only do Funko. I'm doing Lego and Black Series because I want to create like a Star Wars appreciation page more than just a Funko one, and I want to
Nice.
like display all my collectibles there and just enjoy the character for what they are. But yeah, I'm posting at least Funko images like 4 times a week now, and then the other I try to Black Series and Lego.
Nice.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Thank
well,
you,
thanks
guys.
again for coming on, Patrick.
Thank you.
Where can people find you when they're not watching us here on the podcast?
If I'm not here with you guys talking all things Star Wars Funko Pops and, wandering the social media and internet for other Star Wars Funko Pop photographers like Yenyo, I'm on my own channel doing Star Wars Funko Pop images and unboxings and reviews and all things like that at Poptography YT on social media, and here on YouTube, just simply Poptography. But enough about that. Where can people find you, Lex, when you're not on here with us?
Well, when I'm not here with you two gentlemen and any guests that we have on, I'm on my own channel, which is Jedi Lex, and I kind of just do everything and all things Star Wars. I have a pretty exciting Beyond Tatooine episode dropping Thursday with Rex from Millennium Workshop. So we'll kind of do what we did today and take a look at some of his work and talk about that. So that'll be a pretty cool episode, I think, or at least I hope will be a cool episode, but I thought it was cool. But other than that, Chris, when you are not here with me and Patrick and any guests, where can people find you?
Well, when I'm not on here with you two and any guests that we have on the show, I'm on my own channel, Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews. And I've got a whole stack of Funko Pops to get through, so those will be coming out. And then next week, we do have the Rebel Rewind, which is a new series on the channel, my channel, and the Sire Speed Reviews channel, Eric. We're doing some Star Wars news and rumors every week, so that'll be fun to talk about and just to chat Star Wars rumors and stuff like that. So that'll be a fun episode to kick things off next week, leading up to the Acolyte. So that's what's happening on all our channels. All the links will be in the description below for you guys to follow all of us. So definitely check that out. And thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
See ya.